citizen who wishes to. If you would like to speak today, if you haven't already done so, please fill out the green slip at the rear of the room and hand it to the city clerk here in the front, and she will call out your name. We would appreciate if you'd keep your comments to 3 minutes. The green light will come on when you approach the podium, and the red light will come on when your time is up.
Ruby Franklin, 5335 Bigner Road, Beaumont, Texas.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a regular on your agenda with the same problem since January 29, 2011, and it continues. And on October the 15th, I was attempting to go to an apartment, and I walked out of my door. The pit bulls are loose on their chain right by my car and my son's car. Had done their business over in my yard. I went to get my gun. My son taking the camera. I brought the pictures for you to see. When I got here, I was showing them to Tina, and the battery died. I don't know if anyone of you would want to step out of your house 24/7. It's been almost a year with these pit bulls running loose. I have overcome breast cancer, but I cannot overcome pit bulls. And I'm not, because if I could have gotten my gun on the 15th, I would have killed him. I'm tired of them. And I called the officer by me having to leave to go to my apartment at 2 o'clock. They didn't come out there till after 2 o'clock. And I was told when the animal control came to our neighborhood meeting on October the 11th, and Officer Riley gave the stats that's going on in the North End. I was appalled. 114 animal complaints, and probably most of them was mine. 114, and it's only 3 animal control officers in Beaumont with over 1,000 and something residents. That's just I don't even have words to describe it, but something needs to be done. You know, I'm not for who love animals, that's fine, but I am not one of your pit bull animal lovers. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Franklin. Is there another citizen? Yes, sir.
John Hoke, 4840 Ward Drive, Beaumont, Texas.
Yes, I was kind of passed up. I was in the presentation part. My name is John Hoke. I'm with SimmerX Energy. I talked to you, Miss Ames, the other week about the notice that was going to be mailed out.
Oh, yes, and we were going to, did we put that on? Or did I miss it?
I apologize.
Right.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I apologize. I wish you had told me at the beginning. I apologize for that.
But what we have there is a notice that it's being sent out. SimmerX
I knew your name
Energy.
was familiar, and he doesn't have to have the time because that's my fault. I missed it. Yes, they do. Thank you, and I'm sorry about that, sir.
No problem. SimmerX Energy is proposing a 3D seismic shoot that's going to take in portions of Jefferson, Orange, and Hardin County. We're in the very early preliminary stages of this shoot. We have been requested, or we have a requirement of Section 10404 of the permit process with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers that requires us to send a notice out to everyone in our project area or on the boundaries of our project area. The Corps of Engineers requires this. This notice is going to be sent out November 2nd, as you can see in the folders that I gave you. We just wanted to let y'all know that this notice is going to be sent out to y'all's constituents, and that there is information in there to contact them. And if my number's in there, if y'all have any questions, please give us a call. I will be working with Mr. Boone in the near future on a permit process. This is just something that has came up that we wanted to make y'all aware that was going to come out to the public.
Yes, and Council, Mr. Hope called me, and I when he started telling me what he wanted to talk about, I did feel like the entire council needed to be aware of this in case you get any phone calls from your constituents. So I did invite you to come, and I appreciate that you did come. Council, do you have any questions of Mr. Hope? Thank you, and I'm sorry you had to wait through the whole meeting.
Yes, like I said, my numbers are in there.
Yes, sir, we got them, and if we have any questions, we'll give you a call.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Christopher Jones, 1045 Doucette Avenue, Beaumont, Texas.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. I ask that you please forgive my attire. I'm on my way to ROTC practice. I just have to change my shoes. I came before you on this afternoon to address an issue that is not only a seasonal issue, but an issue that's plaguing our city from one end to the next. Neighbors and residents are in fear of our homes and businesses being burglarized all over the city. Some of our neighbors and neighboring businesses are questioning the seriousness of and concern of protecting and serving us from our protecting and serving us, and the investigation of our detectives and the many investigations that are ongoing and that are still coming in. Businesses and residents say that the response time for an official to arrive after distress calls are made are equal to the fears of arriving home or work to find you have been burglarized or robbed. They are expressing the feelings of being in fear and insecure from what they call neglect in our local peacekeeping missions. Officials talk of manpower and those willing to serve as a deterrent to many crimes and cases being under investigation. We had talked prior, probably 2 years ago, about diversifying our police department and bringing more manpower, and a lot of people figure that this is something that should be concentrated on, as well as our fire departments, making our fire department efficient and sufficient to our entire city, accessible to each and every one of our members in the city and businesses as well. I had to jot something down after Councilman Mike Gatz mentioned it. The cry for sidewalks. The cry for sidewalks have been and still are being made all over the entire city. I've noticed that some new homes that are being built in different areas, the contractors are extending their sidewalks, and I think that's real good and a benefit to the resident as well as the city. I've noticed that, just like Councilman said, there are kids and elders that are moving about their daily commutes to stores, from stores to, and they have to access through by streets, which is unsafe, especially for our elders that may have walking apparatuses or even a electric chair. I've seen many elders coming to and fro a lot of our residential homes, senior homes, and they're riding in the street because the sidewalk is inaccessible. And I think that that should be one of our capital projects to make our city streets safe, so that we can commute if we have to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the council would like to put sidewalks all over the city. In fact, the reason why you see the extensions, for those of you who don't know, there's a city ordinance in place now that when anything that's built, the developers have to put sidewalks in, and that's an effort that we put forward because the city tax dollars can't pay for sidewalks throughout the city as much as we would like for them to. Okay, thank you. Is there any other citizen who wishes to speak? If there is no one, we are now adjourned. Thank you all for